Hello everyone, welcome back to Machine's Visit. Potatoes may seem like a simple, everyday food, fries, chips, mashed potatoes, something used everywhere. But have you ever wondered how complex the journey of a single potato really is before it reaches your plate? The truth is, what you're about to see is far more complicated than it appears. This is a massive system where multiple companies, advanced machines, and perfectly timed operations work together seamlessly. And here's the surprising part. Major companies like Ore-Ida don't actually grow their own potatoes. Instead, they rely on large farming operations and distributors that specialize in sourcing the highest quality crops. Once the potatoes reach these companies, their transformation begins. They are washed, peeled, cut, and then either fried, frozen, or seasoned depending on the product. The final snacks you enjoy are just the last step of a long and hidden journey. And what you're about to discover next reveals how large-scale commercial farming techniques make this entire system possible. Potatoes are mainly grown in Idaho and Washington, the leading potato-producing regions in the United States. In 2024, the U.S. produced approximately 19 million tons of potatoes, with around 12 million tons used for processing. However, harvesting is the most critical stage of the entire process. This takes place between August and October, when the fields turn into high-activity zones. The process begins with a powerful potato harvester that uses sharp blades to cut beneath the soil and carefully lift the potatoes to the surface. Precision is extremely important here, because even a small mistake can damage the crop. As the potatoes are lifted, integrated vibrating screens and conveyor belts immediately remove dirt and debris, arranging them neatly into rows, ready for the next stage. After this, another machine enters the process, the potato gather machine, which moves along with the freshly unearthed potatoes. This machine doesn't just collect them. It also uses an advanced filtering system to remove remaining soil, rocks, and debris. The potatoes are carefully transferred onto conveyor systems to prevent any damage. The most interesting part is how this machine perfectly coordinates with a moving truck alongside it, continuously transferring potatoes directly into the truck's storage compartment without any interruption. This seamless operation ensures efficiency while maintaining the quality of the potatoes. Once the truck is full, it transports them to the next stage, sorting or processing. Now, if we look at the scale, a 25-acre farm typically produces around 16 to 20 tons per acre, totaling approximately 400 to 500 tons of potatoes. Modern potato harvesters are capable of handling 5 to 10 acres per day, which means the entire field can be harvested in just 2.5 to 5 days. If multiple machines are used, the process becomes even faster. During harvest season, the fields resemble a busy industrial site, with machines constantly moving and operations running without interruption. After harvesting, trucks transport the potatoes to a central storage facility where they are carefully unloaded. At this stage, modern conveyor systems take over, moving the potatoes gently into the storage area. As they travel along the belts, built-in filters and separators automatically remove dirt, dust, and small rocks. This unwanted material falls onto a secondary conveyor system that carries it to a waste collection area, while clean potatoes continue forward for further processing. This system not only increases efficiency, but also significantly reduces manual labor. As the potatoes move deeper into the storage facility, they gradually begin to pile up in one place, eventually forming massive heaps, so large that they can only be described as mountains of potatoes. These potatoes are now ready for the next phase, where they are sent to processing plants. This is where their transformation truly begins, turning into crispy, golden snacks enjoyed by millions of people around the world every day. But the real process is still not over. And what happens next is even more intense, and surprising. Machine uses automated weighing systems to ensure that every bag contains the exact specified quantity, not more, not less, because even a slight mismatch can lead to waste and financial loss. Once the chips are accurately measured, they are smoothly funneled into bags, where they are tightly sealed to lock in freshness and flavor. But the journey doesn't end here. These sealed bags move along conveyor belts into the packaging area, where they are neatly arranged into strong cardboard cartons. Each carton is carefully sealed and labeled, ensuring the product remains safe during transportation. The cartons are then moved to storage areas, where they are organized and prepared for shipment, And within just a few days, these same chips reach stores and homes around the world. Now, let's move to another fascinating stage. The McCain Foods factory, a major supplier of French fries to McDonald's worldwide. Here's an interesting twist. The process of making fries is almost identical to making chips, at least up to the peeling stage. It all begins with thoroughly washing the potatoes to remove dirt and impurities. Then, high-pressure water jets and rotating drums are used to peel potatoes efficiently. This stage is extremely precise, because even a small inconsistency can affect the final texture and taste. After peeling, the potatoes are sent into automatic cutting machines, where they are sliced into the iconic French fry shape. Precision is critical here. Each strip must have the same size and thickness to ensure even cooking and the perfect texture. The potato strips are then transported on vibrating systems that serve a dual purpose, removing small broken pieces and preventing the fries from sticking together. Only uniform, high-quality strips move forward, ready for the next stage. Next comes blanching, a process that typically lasts 2 to 3 minutes, where the fries are treated with hot water or steam. This step removes excess starch from the surface, which is essential for achieving a crisp texture, while also preserving the natural color and partially cooking the fries. After blanching, the fries pass through an optical sorting system equipped with advanced cameras that instantly detect and remove any damaged, discolored, or misshapen pieces. After this, the fries are dried to remove excess moisture before entering the frying stage. As they move along conveyor belts, air and heat systems ensure they are properly dried. Then comes the most anticipated stage, deep frying. The fries are immersed in hot oil for about 2 to 3 minutes, where they develop their signature golden color, crispy exterior and soft, fluffy interior. This is the moment when a simple potato transforms into an iconic French fry. Once fried, the fries are transferred onto specialized conveyor belts designed to drain excess oil. These belts have perforated surfaces that allow the oil to drip away, while air systems help cool the fries. Some systems also include vibration to shake off any remaining oil and keep the fries separated. The fries then travel through cooling and chilling conveyors for nearly 2 hours, allowing their texture to stabilize and their flavor to fully develop. But there's another hidden stage that most people never see: laboratory testing. Here, the fries undergo strict quality checks to ensure they meet standards for taste, texture, and appearance. Every batch must align perfectly with the exact specifications of McDonald's. After passing quality control, the fries are sent to automated portioning machines that measure precise quantities for packaging. They are then packed into large, durable plastic bags designed to maintain freshness during storage and transportation. The packaging machines seal these bags tightly to prevent contamination and preserve quality. These sealed bags are then placed into cardboard cartons using automated conveyor systems, ensuring efficiency and precision. Each carton is filled according to exact specifications, minimizing the risk of damage during transport. Finally, when these cartons arrive at McDonald's, the process becomes surprisingly simple. Employees take the pre-packaged fries from storage and fry them to golden perfection, delivering the crispy, delicious fries that millions of people enjoy every day. But the story doesn't end here, because the real question is, how are these potatoes grown in such massive quantities? In the United States, the potato planting season typically begins. The first step is soil preparation. A powerful soil tilling machine, usually attached to a tractor, breaks up compacted soil, turns it over, and improves airflow and water retention, all essential for healthy potato growth. Next, specially selected seed potatoes are loaded into automated planting machines. These seed potatoes are cut into pieces, each containing at least one eye, the part that grows into a new plant. They are treated to prevent disease and ensure healthy growth. The potato planter is a highly advanced machine that places these seed pieces into perfectly spaced rows at the ideal depth, then immediately covers them with soil. Modern planters can plant multiple rows at once, significantly increasing efficiency. After planting, earthing machines are used to shape the soil into raised ridges over the planted rows. These ridges are crucial for potato growth, as they provide space for the tubers to develop, improve drainage, and protect them from extreme temperatures. Irrigation systems are then activated, especially pivot irrigation systems, which distribute water evenly across the fields. During their 3 to 4 month growth cycle, potatoes require consistent watering, typically around 1 to 2 inches per week. At the same time, spray machines are used to apply fertilizers, pesticides, and herbicides, ensuring the crops remain healthy and protected from pests and diseases. After 3 to 4 months, the plants begin to bloom, signaling that the potatoes are maturing underground. Just 2 weeks later, they are ready for harvest. Then comes an unexpected step, defoliation. Farmers remove the plant tops to allow the potato skins to harden, reducing damage during handling and improving their storage life. And this is where the journey of potatoes comes to an end. But perhaps now, you see this simple crop in a completely different way. Because it is not just food, it is a result of a massive system of technology, precision, and human effort. And maybe the most powerful realization is this: just like in life, some of the most valuable things are hidden beneath the surface. Rocket,